Ahead of the elections, the governorship candidate of the Allied People's Movement, APM in Ogun State, Atiku, has taken his ward-to-ward campaign to Abeokuta South, where he spent 2 days canvassing for votes. Mr. Akinlade says he will form a more youthful team to work with if elected governor of the state. The presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party, Atiku Abubakar, has promised to ensure local government autonomy across the country. In Kebbi State, at the presidential rally for the party, the candidate also promised to create jobs for women and young people. Other political leaders who spoke at the rally encouraged the people to vote for the People's Democratic Party, as the All Progressives Congress has failed to keep its campaign promises. Our correspondent Larry Lasisi reports.
Just about 13 days to the presidential elections, the People's Democratic Party has arrived here in the Haliru Abdul Stadium in Birnin Kebbi for its presidential rally. The stadium is filled and the colors of the party fly proudly around the venue. The arrival of the presidential candidate and other dignitaries marked the beginning of the rally. The state chairman of the party leads the crowd in what appears to be a popular song. Inshallah, she Atiku Waziri, it's a PDP 2019, it is a Taimoliki. The speeches that follow outline the advantages of voting for the party's presidential candidate. I assure you that Atiku Abubakar is the right candidate for the job because he has been tested. We have seen what he has been able to do. He has the experience, he has done it before, and he's a good manager of men and resources. They say they are going to abolish medical tourism. Have they done that? My problem with APC is not that they lie, but that they lie so shamelessly. The presidential candidate lays out some campaign promises. Kudaden da ke zuwa ƙananan hukumomi da gwamnoni suke sacewa, za mu tabbatar da ƙananan hukumomi sun karbi hakkinsu. Wallahi ba gwamnan da zai sace kudaden ƙananan hukumomi. Baya ga haka kuma ayyukan yi da sana'o'i na ɗauka muku alƙawari idan kun zaɓi PDP za mu tabbatar da matasa masu son aiki sun samu aiki. The governorship candidate of the party is presented to the people as they promise to vote for the party in the coming elections. Larry Lasisi, Channels Television News.
And there were more campaigns by several parties from other parts of the country as well. Our next report captures the mood from some campaign grounds in different parts of Nigeria.
In Delta State, the People's Democratic Party campaign is gaining momentum as the state governor Ifeanyi Okowa and his team rounded off their drive for votes in the Ika North and South local government areas.
Down at the escort them, go the world coalition. So when they say they follow them bunker to bumper, they don't do anything. This one, we follow them bunker.
Ending in Imo State, the governorship candidate of the All Progressives Grand Alliance, APGA, Senator Ifeanyi Ararume, is reaching out to young people with a promise to cede 50% of his cabinet appointment to them if elected governor of Imo State.
Government in Imo State. Government to use 50% of all appointments.
Staying in the South-South, Governor Ben Ayade of Cross River State, who is seeking another term in office, has told his supporters in Bakassi local government area that a vote for him is one that will guarantee the construction of the deep-sea port.
The challenge of Bakassi was a huge swamp, almost 14 kilometers that required a land bridge. However, I finally made a choice of Bakassi because I know the pain of the people of Bakassi.
And in Adamawa State, Governor Mohammed Bindo has commenced a tour of the 21 local government areas with a stop at Noma Local Government Council with a promise to do more for the people if given another chance.
This overwhelming support that I'm having, or APC is having, I think is not a surprise. So I'm very happy. The people have appreciated what we have done to them.
In the southwest, the candidate of the African Democratic Party in Ogun State, Demeji Bankole, is not in doubt about what he will do if given the opportunity to be the next governor of the state. He was speaking while flagging off his statewide campaign in Adodo area of the states.
We will take advantage of the 7th largest economy in Africa, which is Lagos State. We will take advantage of West Africa through Benin Republic, Togo, Ghana, so on and so forth. That way, our children, my brothers and sisters, will get what we call mass.
As the election day draws near, what will occupy the minds of the candidate and their parties is how the promises by their supporters will translate to votes on election day.
One of the places visited by the Vice President, Professor Osinbajo, on Saturday before heading to Kebbi State was Akwa Ibom State, where he joined the APC flag bearer, Ikere Nsima, on his campaign train. The Vice President assured the residents that if voted into power, the APC-led federal government would work with the state to transform agriculture in order to create more employment opportunities.
The Vice President, Professor Osinbajo, arrives at the Victor Atta International Airport to a warm welcome by the APC governorship candidates and leaders of the party. From the airport, the Vice President, with the campaign team, proceed to a rally at Nsit Atai local government area.
APC!
His presence is seen as a boost to the campaign.
If you're a young man or a young woman here, if you vote for PDP, know that you are in the past. You are living in the past. Every young man and young woman, you must be going to the next level. You must be going to the next level.
The campaign team moves through markets in Uyo, soliciting support from traders. Mr. Nsima Ikere also holds a rally in Abak. He promises job creation, empowerment, as well as the expansion and dualization of the Abak-Ukananfon Road, among others. Ahead of a rally in Estienne-Udem local government area, the APC governorship candidate pays homage to the paramount ruler, His Royal Majesty, Obon Cosmos Akpan, and his Council of Chiefs. Customary royal prayers and blessings are pronounced. The Estienne-Udem rally witnesses a massive crowd, nothing short of what is expected from the hometown of APC's big shot and senatorial candidate, Senator Godswill Akpabio. The rally recalls the defection of the council leader, councillors and political appointees from the PDP to the APC.
During the primaries, in the whole of Akwa Ibom State, the local government that gave me the highest number of delegate votes was Esienu Udam.
The whole of Esienu local government is 100% APC. My people are with me. They love me and I love them.
The rally soon transited to an all-night concert as the crowd gets entertained by various music artists.
24 hours after surviving a helicopter crash in Kebbi State, Nigeria's Vice President, Professor Yemi Osinbajo, attributed his safety and others on board the helicopter to divine intervention. The Vice President today held a Thanksgiving service in Kebbi State, the capital, Lokoja.
The Vice President, Professor Yemi Osinbajo, his entourage, top government officials, legislators and clerics joined tens of worshippers at the Redeemed Christian Church of God, City of Grace in Lokoja, the Kebbi State capital, to offer thanks to God for Professor Yemi Osinbajo and his team for surviving the helicopter crash unhurt. There was no need to say much, as the mood of the day is that of testimonies and thanksgiving. Professor Osinbajo is joined by his co-travelers on the helicopter to offer thanks to God. After the service, Senator Smart Adeyemi, who was on ground in Kaba to receive the Vice President, speaks on his experience as the pastor of the church urges Christians and Muslims to live harmoniously and avoid anything that could cause religious disunity.
The plane landed on a vehicle. The propeller hits about 2 other vehicles, which could have gone into flame, and every one of us would probably have been affected. As a matter of fact, when the thing happened and I rushed there, the heat that the engine generated out immediately landed. We ran back. You know, we couldn't just stand the heat. No talk of the occupant. And that, of course, you know what could happen when you have that kind of intense heat coming out of a crash engine.
I say the major problem we have in Nigeria is about religion. So if religion is taken aside, then peace will reign. Because we are the same, we look alike, and we have the same disposition towards things. So therefore, we should not be fighting because of religion.
For the Vice President's spokesman, the affections shown by Nigerians after the incident have been overwhelming.
The Vice President is also not only thankful to God, but also thankful to all Nigerians who have expressed concern and affections and prayers. You know, the Vice President is continuing with his schedule in Kogi, and from there he will go back to Abuja and go to other places to continue his next level engagement with Nigerians.
The chopper conveying the Vice President, Professor Yemi Osinbajo, and his entourage had crash-landed while attempting to land in Kaba on Saturday. The federal government has launched an investigation into the cause of the accident, which will hopefully be made public.